I need to fix that. I need to figure out a better way to do that lighting. Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Hanging with Janky. I'm so glad to be joining you again, my friends, for another week, another episode. Things were a little off track this week because of school projects and end of the semester stuff, but now we're back on track, which is awesome and wonderful, and I'm super excited to get going, so let's get into the channel talk and the subs and the gaming news. There's tons. Let's go. So, first up with channel talk, what did we get up this week? Well, we got up everything I wanted to get up. It was just a little late. So, first up this week, we had Star Wars The Old Republic, otherwise known as SWOTOR, which is part of a thing, you know, just a little celebration of Rogue One coming out here in December. I believe it's December 16th. If I'm wrong, you can yell at me angrily in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's the day it's premiering. Anyway, so I decided to play a little Star Wars The Old Republic. I happened to run into my friend Joe in a crazy random happenstance that was in no way at all intended or otherwise. Nope, it just happened. I'm a smuggler, he's a stormtrooper. We make a wonderful but unlikely pair of friends. It's great, it's sweet. People have been loving it. That's probably the most comments I've ever gotten on a video. Definitely go check it out, and of course we'll be doing more Star Wars stuff leading up to Rogue One. It's going to be wonderful and awesome and great, so definitely go check that out. It is a hella good time. Next up, we have The Witcher Part 19. Now this was the one that was running late this week. It was because I didn't have time to edit it together. I had it filmed, I just hadn't gotten it all chunked together. But it turns out it was actually a very easy edit because there is tons of story stuff going on, so most of that got left in. So there was just a couple, like, when I was trying to get more money and grinding for cash and things like that I cut out. But the biggest thing is that so much story happened. We re-met with the detective. We cross-examined suspects. We got new information on the suspects we have, so we can finally go back and question them again. We talked to our friend Shani because finally that quest triggered, because it turns out you need to follow the storyline before that quest triggered, which kind of explains most of the quests that I haven't been able to complete up to this point. Turns out maybe if I would just, you know, follow the story, eventually I would hit a point where I could just do the quest. So I should focus more on story in those. I probably will in the future, although I say that a lot. But the point is, lots of story stuff happened. It was a really good episode. Definitely go check out The Witcher Part 19 over on the channel. And then finally, we had the demo day for this week. Demo day gotta go. I'm afraid the thumbnail just doesn't do it justice. It is quite entertaining. It is a beta test for a game that I checked out on Kickstarter. It is Sweet by Dire Nerd Studios. It is a game about going to the bathroom, essentially. So, the basic premise of this game is that you are a wonderful little office worker starting your first day at your new job, but you really have to use the restroom, and the restroom is for some reason on the farthest possible spot from your cubicle. Why? I don't know. It just is. But you're like, okay, this is fine. I'll just walk to the restroom before my pants explode. It'll be fine. But then your stupid, friendly, nice coworkers try to engage you in conversation when you clearly have better things to do. So you have to try to weave your way through the cubicles, avoiding conversation so you can make it to the restroom on time. Now, there are some things you can do to help yourself along, such as sprint or fart, which releases a gaseous cloud that just spreads across the office, or you can yell at your coworkers before they even get a chance to engage you in conversation. That's right, I told you to shut up, Brenda. But that gets you in trouble with the HR department. So if you yell too much and sprint too much and fart too much, then HR will fire you. So it's a delicate balance between going to the restroom and yelling at your coworkers. So that's a fun game. Definitely go check it out. Over on my channel, they're also partnering with a really great cause on their game, No Stomach for Cancer, which is a wonderful foundation that researches cures for stomach cancer. Definitely check them out. There's a link to them on the demo day video. And yeah, just go check it out. It's a grand old time. It's a wonderful time. Alright, so that is everything that got up this past week, so let's go into what is coming up. Here's what's coming up on the channel. We have an unboxing vid. Oh, which reminds me, I just got another package. This is something that's going to be really awesome. It's part of a new thing I'd like to start whenever I complete a Let's Play on the game, like an actual full beginning to end of the game Let's Play. I'm going to add something to the background to sort of represent that game. So this is something Undertale related. It is beautiful. I saw it and I was like, yes, this is the thing. This is the thing I want to add to my background. So we'll be unboxing that as part of the video, along with some awesome new stuff that will improve the quality of the videos on my channel. I'll leave it there. It's going to be exciting and fun and awesome. Then we have more SWTOR coming up. We also have The Witcher Part 20. Yeah, The Witcher Part 20. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. And then another demo day. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. Also, I don't know. There are so many things to get done. There's I kind of want to make a video of the new Oasis map in Overwatch because that's awesome. I still have some Heroes of the Storm to play. I might be doing that stuff on stream tonight. Also, they updated Hello Neighbor and I still haven't gotten back around to that to see the Alpha 2 update. So I gotta get back around to that too. There's so much going on, guys. There's so much to do. So much to do. But we will get to it. Speaking of getting to things, it's time to thank them subs. So as you know, a lot of YouTubers have been complaining lately that for some reason YouTube is just like kicking subscribers off of their channel. I find that that's a problem for me too. Obviously not to the degree that it's happening to them. They're losing like hundreds of subscribers at a time, but I'm losing like one at a time and I don't understand why. And I'm pretty sure it's because, I don't think it's because the people are unsubscribing to my channel, because this was actually an issue that I recently had a subscriber drop, and then the guy, Zenerith, who's an awesome, amazing YouTuber, sent me a message on Twitter. He's like, I saw a tweet that you made about your channel, and I went over to your channel and it said that I wasn't subscribed anymore. And I didn't unsubscribe, but I resubscribed, and I just wanted to let you know. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's just sometimes subs drop, which is weird. Anyway, the point of this story is that I was up to 150 and now I'm down to 149. And I don't think it's because anyone unsubscribed. I think it's just because YouTube is being weird about it, and I don't understand what's going on with YouTube. And they say that there's not a problem, but I highly suspect that there is. Whatever. That's not even what this is about. This is about thanking the awesome people who subscribed to the channel this week. There are 3 of them, so let's get to honoring them right now. Okay, so first up we have Pixelated Quota, who has 319 subscribers on their channel. You can also find them on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Pinterest, all those lovely places. They're focusing right now on live streaming Pokemon Sun and Moon. They're actually live right now with episode 12. Of course, Pokemon Sun and Moon blowing up the gaming scene right now. Everybody's loving on that game. So you can definitely go check out all that awesome Pokemon stuff there. They also have Smash Brothers and Final Fantasy, Photoshop, Speed Art, Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U, all sorts of wonderful things. Definitely go check them out. And of course I will leave a link below to their YouTube channel. And thank you, Pixelated Quota, for subbing the channel. Next up we have Ada Hop, who is another awesome YouTuber. He has all sorts of crazy things on his channel. He has, of course, games like Battlefield 1, but he also has videos from the time that he built a 3D printed computer case and a 3D printed computer on his channel. Not to mention just all sorts of videos from all sorts of things. Like, oh my gosh, he has so much going on. Honestly, if you just go to his channel, he has something called Ada Hop's Sampler Platter, which is a minute-long video that showcases like everything he's been doing on his channel. It's amazing, it's wonderful, check him out. He has 5,148 subscribers, so it's not even like he needs my shout out. He's doing perfectly fine on his own, but I definitely want to honor him because he subbed to my channel, and just, yeah, definitely go check him out. He is awesome, and thank you, Ada Hop, so much for subbing my channel. And finally this week, we have Crazy Gaming, who is just the best. I mean, everybody is. They're all just the best. She actually mostly streams over on Twitch, so that's what I'm going to link down below. But I recently played with her and Attack of the Afro. We were playing some Overwatch, and she is just hilarious and wonderful, and I watched some of her backlog streams over on her YouTube channel, and it is magic. It is gingery magic. Just wonderful. So definitely go check her out over on Twitch whenever she streams. It's hilarious and wonderful. And thank you so much, Crazy Gamer, for subbing the channel. And so thank you again to the 3 subs this week: Pixelated Quota, Ada Hop, and Crazy Gaming. You are all wonderful people. I'm so glad that you enjoy my content. And of course, thank you to all 149 subs to the channel. I'm so glad that you all enjoy what I do, and I hope you continue to enjoy what I do as I move forward in the channel and in the YouTubes and all that stuff. And I will continue to try to make the best content I can for you guys. So thank you again for subscribing. It is wonderful, and it forms the innards of my heart. Alright, so let's talk about some gaming news, shall we? There's a lot going on this week, so let's get rolling with it. First up, we have the Firewatch coaster. So this is interesting. As you may know, recently the game Planet Coaster released on Steam, which is basically like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but better. I'm given to understand that it's a lot better than Roller Coaster Tycoon, I don't know. But lots of people have been playing it, lots of people have been loving on it, and one guy made the game Firewatch into a roller coaster in it. Seriously, I watched like a video of the ride in this ride. What happens is it's this big long coaster that he built through this forested area, and there are 1,300 triggered events that happen as you go through this coaster. The biggest one is that a forest fire actually goes off, and then the river comes up and splashes and puts it out. But he put in 1,300 triggered events into this roller coaster that is just massive and goes through this entire forested area. Like, how much time do you have, dude? I mean, it's beautiful and it's amazing. It's a wonderful tribute to Firewatch, but still, holy crap. How did you even manage to get through all that? Like, I would have gotten bored 5 events in. I would have been like, this is too much. This is too much. But 1,300, holy crap. So props to you, dude, for building a Firewatch coaster. That is amazing. Next up, we have Nintendo rides coming to Universal Studio Parks. Yay! So it was recently announced by Universal and Nintendo that they will be partnering up to create new, wonderful, immersive theme parks in Japan, Orlando, and Hollywood. All the places where Universal has their parks. If the Harry Potter World area is any indication, these parks are going to be amazing. And I can't wait to see, because, I mean, video games, right? Nintendo video games, so it has to be, like, super interactive. I just want, like, a place where I could just smash pots all day long. Just, like, smash pots, get rupees, and go for it. Or if they could even build, like, the castle. Oh my gosh. I mean, of course, Mario and Donkey Kong and all those other things, too. But think of the possibilities for Legend of Zelda. That's what I'm excited about. Oh my god, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to hear more. And I will let you guys know when I do, because this is going to be crazy and amazing and wonderful. Next up, we have a game called Dauntless, which looks amazing. So, if you happen to be a fan of BioWare and you also like free-to-play games, Dauntless is totally a game for you. It's made by a new development company called Phoenix Labs, and the founders have worked for BioWare. They work for BioWare, they also work for Riot Games. They have quite the resume, and they're creating this awesome new free-to-play game, multiplayer, MMO, RPG game, at least that's the impression I get from it, called Dauntless. You and 3 of your friends playing as these warrior people called Slayers in this post-apocalyptic dystopian fantasy world. And basically what you do is you search across the floating islands of the world for giant monsters and hunt them down and slay them before they get the chance to destroy what little is left of the world. I mean, the story sounds a little stereotypical for you know, fantasy adventure games, but it still sounds super cool and super fun and a great way to play with your friends. And also the art style on it looks beautiful. Like, everything about the art style, I'm just like, yes, I would play that game. And according to co-founder of Phoenix Labs, Jesse Houston, he says that the game will take after Dark Souls and Monster Hunter. And of course, it's going to be free to play, which makes it amazing. So, Dark Souls, Monster Hunter, multiplayer, RPG, slayers, monsters, post-apocalyptic, dystopian fantasy, buzzwords that should definitely get you interested in this game. Art style, art style, art style. Check out Dauntless whenever you get the chance. Speaking of games coming up, we have Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy. So the official announcement of Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy comes after the unscheduled, completely unofficial reveal of the fact that Telltale was making Guardians of the Galaxy. Actually, it relates back to the SAG-AFTRA strike. They had put up a list of game companies that still hadn't complied with the new demands and listed games that would be delayed as a result. And one of the games that they listed was Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy, which then Telltale was like, yo, what are you doing? And then later the list was changed to unnamed Telltale game, but we already all knew what it was. But it's super exciting, especially considering how well people seem to be receiving the Batman Telltale series, that they're going to make a Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale series. I'm sure it will be like super awesome, and I can't wait to see how they put their spin on it, and it'll just be interesting. So we'll see how this story develops, but it seems really cool. Speaking of really cool games, Death Stranding has revealed some interesting new footage. So, Death Stranding, this crazy game by Kojima, which just looks like an acid trip every time I see it. I told you that I would tell you guys more as I found out more, and of course, during the Game Awards, which we'll get to in a minute, Kojima released a new trailer for Death Stranding, and it is just... everything about it is just like, I don't know what this game's about, but I'm excited for it. It's going to be epic. So I'm not even going to take the time to break down the new trailer footage that came out for Death Stranding. You pretty much just have to like watch it, or go to like Game Theory or someone who, you know, spends an entire video breaking down the trailer. What I can say is that the new trailer revealed Guillermo del Toro's character, who looks... oh, I am so interested in his story. Just based on his reactions to everything going on. He also has like a canister with a unborn baby inside of it that's like sometimes asleep but then wakes up at the end when he plugs something in, which kind of looks like a cord. That's the other thing, like everything in this world has like, I don't know, a lot of people say umbilical cords, especially because of all the baby imagery that's been going on with Death Stranding, but they almost look like tendrils that sort of like snake out of things, and it's like planes, tanks. Mads Mikkelsen's character, who also is clearly a villain, but also looks super amazing, and we'll get to him in a minute. Yeah, it's just strange. You know what it kind of reminds me of, though, is if you've ever played Epic Mickey, the way that Mickey kind of like drips paint, that's almost the feeling I get, is I feel like everything in this world is sort of like blurring. And that's what's creating these like chords that drift off of everything, is that it's like the entire world is just sort of like melting really slowly and creating these, I don't know, but it's interesting because, you know, Kojima talks so much about like ropes and how ropes connect people. That was like one of the last talks that he gave was all of this, and you start to see that forming, like these connections between people and stuff. And then you have Mads Mikkelsen's character, who is clearly some sort of like army general, and he seems like he's going to be the antagonist, although we'll see how that works out, but that's definitely the vibe I got. But it's like he has these cords that he uses to like control the soldiers that he's with, and he has like these marks on his face, but then they kind of like disappear toward the end of the trailer, so it's really unclear like what's causing them. Maybe the tendrils are causing them. I don't know. It's all very interesting and mysterious, and I'm excited to see where this goes. And actually, Kojima was giving a talk today at the PlayStation Experience event about Death Stranding, and I could not find that talk to save my life. I looked literally everywhere. Fancy, what are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm looking out my window, and our neighbor's dog is running up the street. She hangs out in the street all the time, and it's wildly confusing because she ends up stopping cars. It's amazing that she's never gotten hit, but she's actually kind of smart because she knows how to stop the car, and then when the car stops, the people try to like get out and help her, and then she hops in their car, and It's a whole big thing. She's sweet. She's sweet. That's all beside the point. The main point is that Kojima was giving a talk, and I couldn't find it anywhere. But based on what I've seen so far, this game looks amazing, and I can't wait to hear more, even though everything I see about it is just like, what is even happening? This is just literally, like, mind-melting. But any game that involves Kojima and Guillermo del Toro, Mads Mikkelsen, and Norman Reedus, like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Okay, so speaking of the Game Awards, which is where this Death Stranding trailer was released, the Game Awards happened this past week, and so much happened there. So just a quick review of the awards and how things went. Blizzard swept a handful of categories with Overwatch, including Game of the Year, Best Esports Game. The Blizzard got an award for like development. I can't remember exactly what it was, but basically they got all sorts of awards for Overwatch, which is not surprising because Overwatch has been like, it literally has been the game of the year. I mean, that's a game that came out in May, but people were talking about it before May. I mean, people have been talking about it basically since last September. I'm not shocked at all by the fact that Overwatch won that many awards. But also, Uncharted 4 won Best Narrative, and also Nolan North won an award for Best Performance. Both of which are also super awesome because I watched Jesse Cox play Uncharted 4 and it totally deserves Best Narrative. That was a beautiful cap to that series. They left no loose ends or ropes dangling or anything like that. It was a wonderful bringing it all together moment. Definitely Uncharted 4 earned that. Other things that were going on, Pokemon Go won Best Mobile, which is probably only because it was probably the most popular mobile for a brief second in 2016. But also, for some reason, it won Best Family Game, which I only dispute because Lego Star Wars was also in that category. And if a Lego game is in any category, especially family category, Lego should win because Lego is hilarious. I love their games. They're beautiful. They're amazing, and they should have won that. Why didn't Lego win that? What are you doing? Why didn't Lego win? Also, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild won in the most anticipated game category, which was surprising only because that category also included Horizon Zero Dawn, which, based on the trailers and player response, I think everybody's waiting with bated breath for that one. And also, Mass Effect Andromeda was in there, and I get that they didn't release official cinematic trailers for Mass Effect Andromeda until kind of late in the year, whereas Breath of the Wild, everybody's kind of excited for since E3, but still, I mean, I'm happy because, of course, I love The Legend of Zelda, as I've stated so many times in this vlog, but I'm glad that they won, and I'm looking forward. They released some new trailer footage. They released a new cinematic trailer that might reveal Zelda. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for that game and the Switch. It's all going to be wonderful and beautiful. Speaking of Overwatch, there's the new Oasis map, which is hilarious because that's cars and you can get hit by cars, and people over the internet has been like freaking out about the fact that you can get hit by cars. It's actually wildly entertaining, and it's a very useful trick to use in the map. There's also jump pads, which I haven't really gotten a chance to try out yet. I don't know, I've been playing it on the PTR, but it's kind of like, the game that I played, I was against like a really good team, so I didn't really get to enjoy the full benefits of the new map because the other team was just like, I feel like they were cheaters. They probably weren't, they were probably just that good, but it's annoying. It's super annoying. And rounding off the day with some fresh off the presses news, I did manage to catch just a little bit of the PlayStation experience earlier today, and I managed to arrive just in time to see their remastered Crash Bandicoot games. That's right, they are taking Crash 1, Crash 2, Cortex Strikes Back, and Crash Bandicoot Warped, and remastering them for the PlayStation 4, and they look beautiful. Oh my gosh, you can actually see like the details of Crash's fur. The lighting is so much better, and the 3D environments are awesome, and the details on the enemies are looking super good. Everything about it is just looking so good and so much less polygamy. I don't even own a PlayStation 4, but it looks beautiful. Well, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, I don't think I ever actually finished that one. Crash Bandicoot Warped, I have finished, but not collecting everything. I actually recently started going back through it, but then my PlayStation controller kind of took a dump. So I need to find a new one so I can finish that game. But the main point is that they've remastered them. They're looking beautiful, so I'm super excited about that. And of course, next week, I'm sure we'll get into more of what's been going on with the PlayStation experience, as well as talking a bit about The Last Guardian, which will release next week. But that's all that there is for this week, so let's wrap it up. So that's the gaming news for this week. Lots of good stuff, so much to be talked about, all sorts of stuff happening in the gaming world, and I'm super excited to be chatting about it with you guys. So, of course, I hope you guys liked it. If you did, you can totally leave a like down below. Comments, positive or negative, or if you have crazy things you want to say about the news or anything like that, of course, leave those down below too. I love to read them. I try to respond to them all. But more than anything, I hope you have a lovely day, evening, or whenever you happen to be watching this. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your viewership. It's super awesome and super cool, and I'm so glad that you guys like my content. So, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, this is Janky Shenanigans, signing out.
I'm going to have to cut so much of this out. God, I'm so drunk. So drunk. Okay. Oh look, a room full of explosives.
Oh, that got silly real fast.
Fiddlesticks is the worst.
That was my muffled scream noise, by the way.
Thanks for stepping on my face. Here's the 3 gold. People here are weird. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.